A fierce political battle is escalating between Washington state and the federal government over immigration. In a conflict mixing threats of legal action, financial penalties, and fiery rhetoric, Washington Democrats have a simple message for the Trump administration: leave us the hell alone. This is the story of a major clash over so-called sanctuary policies and what it means for the people caught in the middle. The conflict ignited on August 13, 2025, when United States Attorney General Pam Bondi sent a sternly worded letter to Washington and other jurisdictions. The demand was clear: repeal state laws that limit cooperation with federal immigration enforcement. These policies, often called sanctuary laws, are designed to prevent state and local police from acting as federal immigration agents. The letter from the nation's top law enforcement officer declared that these policies thwart federal immigration enforcement and stated unequivocally, "This ends now." To back up this demand, the Attorney General laid out a series of severe potential consequences for non-compliance. These included suing the state, stripping it of federal funding, and even the possibility of criminally prosecuting public officials who are deemed to be obstructing federal agents. The administration's justification is that full cooperation between all levels of government is essential for effective immigration enforcement and for keeping American citizens safe. Washington state, however, has a different view. For years, it has deliberately built a wall between its local law enforcement and federal immigration authorities. This stance was solidified in 2019 with a law called the Keep Washington Working Act. This act prohibits state and local agencies from asking about a person's immigration status or religion, and it largely forbids them from helping with federal immigration enforcement. Supporters of the law argue it serves two key purposes. First, it allows local police to focus on community safety and local crimes rather than taking on the complex duties of immigration enforcement, which they see as a federal responsibility. Second, it aims to build trust with immigrant communities. The idea is that if immigrants, regardless of their legal status, are not afraid that contacting the police will lead to deportation, they will be more likely to report crimes and cooperate with investigations, making everyone safer. Faced with the federal government's ultimatum, Washington's leaders did not back down. The state's governor, Bob Ferguson, held a press conference on August 19th, the deadline set by Bondi, to issue a defiant response. He accused the Trump administration of using inappropriate intimidation tactics and moving towards authoritarianism. Ferguson stated plainly, "Washington state will not be bullied or intimidated by threats and legally baseless accusations." He expressed confidence that the state's laws are in full compliance with federal law and that Washington would win any potential court battle. The most direct and memorable response, however, came from State Senator Lisa Wellman, the very lawmaker who sponsored the Keep Washington Working Act. She argued that the federal government recently received billions more in funding to handle immigration. Her message was blunt. It is the responsibility of the federal government to do their job, do your damn job, and leave us the hell alone. This standoff is more than just a war of words. It has significant real-world implications. The threat of withholding federal funds is a serious one, as that money makes up a substantial portion of Washington's state budget, paying for everything from infrastructure to social services. Furthermore, the escalating rhetoric is causing deep anxiety within immigrant communities. Many families, who are vital to Washington's economy, especially its agricultural sector, now face a new wave of uncertainty and fear. This is not just a local issue. The letters from Attorney General Bondi were sent to numerous cities and states across the country that have similar sanctuary policies. This conflict in Washington is a key battleground in a much larger national debate over immigration, states' rights, and the balance of power between local and federal governments. What happens next will likely play out in the courtroom. Governor Ferguson has made it clear that the state is prepared for a legal fight. As this high-stakes confrontation unfolds, it will test the limits of state authority and the power of the federal government, with the lives of thousands of people hanging in the balance.